Hey guys, it's Esther and welcome back. I have filmed several videos and then ended up deleting a lot of them because they either get too long or nothing happens, or I forget to film because that's my most common habit is I want to film something and then I don't really keep up with it. So this weekend I am free or that doesn't make sense. I had the whole dorm to myself and so I'm gonna try to film a few updates on what I do when I'm by myself. So that should be pretty fun. Right now, I kind of don't want to do homework, even though I should, and I have some workbook stuff to do for language classes. Here's the 3 classes of stuff I have to do. I'll show you. I color code each of my folders. So these are the 3 folders that I have homework for that I need to do. So yeah, one of them I do right before bed because I just read until I fall asleep. And typically I read my textbook. So that's nice. I have most things done. I have to do a rough draft for English class. We're doing a little paper about who you are. I personally don't really like doing those papers about who I am. I find that I've done so many that, one, you don't really know what to put half the time because I want to make it unique every time. And 2, I'm still trying to figure out who I am, so it's a little interesting that I'm being asked who I am, besides the obvious, what I look like and stuff. And I'm really excited for this one, though, because my favorite portion on the entire rubric is that I get to talk more about my personality type and stuff like that. I think right now I'm going to do what I told Emma. Emma's my roommate for the semester, and we bought some produce yesterday that I told her I was gonna pre-cut into little bite-sized, bite-sized chunks for tea. So I've got that and the lemons I need to cut, and then I may make myself some ginger, lemon, green apple tea. So this is kind of what I'm working with right now. And I really wanted to show you guys. So I had my first Kinder Egg the other day, and so this one's mine right here, and then 2 of my roommates, we shared it. And I think we're gonna start a whole monthly Kinder Egg thing. I don't know why or really how we got there, but it's fine. And so hopefully we'll add to the collection of little mini figurines. So I decided to eat in because I forgot I had some unfinished oatmeal. So now I have the most unconventional dinner. But I got myself some rice and then I put some beef and pickles in it, which is one of my favorite meals to make in the dorm. It's super easy. Sometimes I'll make a batch of soup, which is also why I have these containers, is that I had soup in it. And since I finished the pickles, I was able to start some beets pickling in the leftover, the extra beet, or extra pickle juice. That's the English. It's a little hard. And so yeah, I'm gonna eat, and then tonight, I think I'm gonna work on my English. So that's the goal. So I'm very ashamed to say that I will be getting ready for bed in less than 10 minutes. 8 minutes to be exact. And I have not done any English, which is exactly what I was trying to do. So, to compensate for the fact that I really need to do this rough draft, I'm going to spend the next 20-30 minutes trying to write as much as I can, free write, whatever, this essay, and then come back to it tomorrow morning. I'm able to get ready for bed a little later than I want because I normally let myself get ready for bed around 2100 to 2130, and we're not quite there at 2100 yet. And then, yeah. Maybe I should explain what I was doing instead of doing my school assignments. This is procrastination at my finest. So one of the things I've been looking into is studying abroad, and during dinner and after dinner for how many hours has it been? 2-3 hours? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. I feel very embarrassed for saying this. I was watching YouTube videos on the top 2 countries I have. So the top 2 programs, destinations, countries, whatever you want to call it. They are two different countries, at least. That's kind of the words I'm using, I guess. Yeah, because there's only one university in each of those countries that I could have gone to, I think. So there's not really two programs, but there's two top countries that I'm looking at. So I was watching a lot of YouTube videos of like people who toured there, a lot of videos from about like the college campuses for that will be hosting me if I choose to do study abroad. Um, I did a little bit of research on visa, a little bit on like the benefits of studying in that country because things like student discounts is important. Um, how long my visa will be available for is sort of looped into the benefits, things like that. And then I kind of just went down this rabbit hole because, it recommends videos for you. And I was like, that video seems cool. This video seems cool. And unfortunately, the two places I'm looking at are not very popular. So it is like hit or miss. Some of the videos are just like, oh, okay. Others I laughed, but wasn't too informational for me. And then others were kind of just like, okay, this is trying to picture myself living there. So I didn't really waste my time. I just kind of went down a rabbit hole I shouldn't have. But yeah, it was actually very informational. I learned a lot. I will say I've learned a lot today since I've been looking at the two countries. One of the things I found out is that you can pretty much Google a lot of things. And one of the things that's not English. One of the things I Googled was country one versus country two, looking at all the breakdowns of like price, living cost, tuition, and things like that. So it was super cool. I've learned quite a lot. I do need to, at some point, kind of organize all the stuff I've learned, because right now it's all in here, and it doesn't stay in here very long. So, yeah. But let's get working on this paper, since I've been rambling for a few minutes now, and then I'm going to get ready for bed. While my clothes is washing, I think I have like 30-some minutes probably right now. I'm going to try to do some scripture reading, so I use these to keep track of my scriptures. I use this notebook for pretty much anything, and then I'm also going to make the next set of scripture reading that I have to do. It's kind of crazy how quickly like time goes by when you're doing something that you enjoy. I always had a teacher that says like time goes by quickly when you're having fun, and that's definitely what I'm doing. I have just a little bit of space left in my notebook right here, so I'm just going to do a few more practices. I did a bunch here, and then I've got more on this side that I've done today. And I just love practicing languages. I have a ton of French homework I still need to do, and I'm also going to do some English, kind of finish out that rough draft that I started yesterday. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm looking out my window because it really sounds like air raid sirens going off. And I saw one ambulance drive by, but it was like no sirens, nothing, just casually driving. Everybody else has been driving normally too. So I don't know if they're like testing sirens around the country now, or really what's going on, but it's kind of disconcerting, is that the word? It's a bit troubling, it's a bit puzzling, because I haven't seen anything. And it's been like, right, well now it just stopped. Yeah, the poor kid outside is just like looking around too like, what's going on? Okay. So to say dinner got a little interesting, it got a little interesting. So I made this weird like not sweet potato, mashed potato concoction with the rice and vegetables I had on my plate. I went to one of the stations and the only thing I could have there was the rice. So then I went to another one to get my meat, but then ended up not getting the meat from there. And so I only ended up getting the vegetable and mashed potatoes there. But the funny part was I didn't notice because on the menu, it never said that the vegetables had rice in it. So I had gotten rice from the other station first and ended up with more rice on my plate. And then, like, the poor guy had to wait for me to English because I was, like, too stunned to see that I'm getting more rice. Then I kind of just stood there and looked at it and I was like, I would like mashed potatoes and the, that thing over there. Like, that's how I said it. I was just like, that thing. The vegetables and rice. And he kind of just looked at me funny, like, you good? Because I was just like, what am I gonna do with all this rice that I'm getting? And so that's why I ended up mixing that together. Because it was just like, it looks funny how much rice I had on my plate. Because I also moved the rice from the other plate to the plate with everything else. And then to top it off, it was really funny because I get on the elevator and I'll try to input photos of both my dinner and what I saw in the elevator. But somebody had spilt their fries, their French fries, and I think it's ketchup. It smelled like ketchup in the elevator. And I was just like very confused because I kind of walked in there, I'm pushing the button and I see this on the ground. I'm like, what happened? There's always like weird things in our elevators. There's like shoe prints all over our elevator. There's like spilt food. We've had like, I think it's called Chex Mix, but somebody had spilt Chex Mix one time. And it's always like interesting to me that nobody like cleans up after themselves when they drop something like that. And so I don't know. I don't really know what's going on, guys. But now I'm going to shower. I'm going to fold laundry. I'm going to shower in one of those two orders. And then I'm going to keep studying and doing more homework. Hey guys, so it is after church and I am about to start some homework. What have I done? Got food. I made something for Mardi Gras for our Christmas tree outside. I'm not going to show you guys that. Because I would like to kind of keep where I'm living a bit private. A weird bump in my head now. And then I'm gonna do some homework. So I am at my desk because I went into the fridge to kind of organize it a little bit, and I was originally gonna make myself some tea, but then I remembered I had this. So this is called they're like, it says Little Hug Fruit Barrel. So they're apparently some like barrel-like drink in the US that I have actually never had. At least I don't recall myself ever having it. And so my roommate got me this because we were at the store and we were talking about juices because she wanted to get some Capri Sun, and these were like right next to me, and I had mentioned that I've never had it, and then she went to a church event for some ministry we have at our university, and they were doing, I think, a 20s night trivia or something, and maybe it's not 20s, 90s, some trivia from whatever year these came out, which I don't think it tells you what year it came out. No, it does not. At least not on here. Maybe I'll do the research and insert it. Maybe not. I don't know. And so she brought me back one, and it's been sitting in our fridge for quite a while. So I got myself this cup, and I can reuse it, which is nice. Because I didn't want to use my mug. It says the name of a place that I live near, and I don't really want people showing up to where I live because that's a little weird. So I will be trying a little bit in this cup. I do typically dilute my fruit juices, so I got myself some sparkling water to mix with it because I like to mix sparkling waters with a lot of like the fruit juices. So yeah. Also, I am doing this so this way if I have extras I can keep it for later, because I don't think I'm going to waste it all, but at the same time I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what flavor this is. I've seen the purple ones, and I think typically in the US purple stuff is, that's retreat. Purple stuff is grape. So this is red or orange. I don't really know what color's inside. It's like fruit punch or something.
like Hawaiian punch, fruit punch. I don't know. I don't know fruit, like, juice flavors that much in the US because I don't think any of them are real. I'm just going to try that much for now. That is very much like a fruit concentrate. There's like little droplets. I have to wash out. Little droplets. It's not bad. It is more diluted than I thought it would be, but I would still dilute it with some like water or I'm doing sparkling water in this case. So yeah, it was interesting. It was not bad. I would probably not choose to waste my money buying this, but if it's like somewhere, it just tastes kind of like, I don't know, does it taste like a Capri Sun to me? I think it tastes a little bit like a Capri Sun or some other fruit juice I've had. So, thank you, Emma. A funny thing I wanted to mention before I probably end the video is I don't know if it's just me or I randomly overstimulate myself sometimes. I have music playing, so I film on my phone, so the music pauses when I'm filming. But I had music playing in one language. I'm watching YouTube in a different language. I'm doing this, but then translating everything to French for the most part. And at some point, the music was kind of loud that I had playing. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to turn it down. And so I thought that was funny. I kind of overstimulate myself. Too many languages. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna get food. I will see you in the next one. Bye.